it's always great to balance your tripod before you start rolling. As an AC working with the DP, make sure you bring the camera or balance everything before the DP walks in. That's just one little detail that is very important. And the reason why is DP comes in and should be ready to start rolling, then trying to figure out, hey, my camera is unbalanced, or the shot is not, we can't start because I need to balance the camera. So as a camera assistant, that's something good to do. Tripods are different styles that work. In this case, this is a OConnor 2560. Can handle more weight, hence the size, but also the features, the camera load is also heavy. So a heavier tripod, something can hold the load capacity based off of the weight on the camera. You have a few more adjustments that you can make on this, right? Just to find where the balance is. And I would say each tripod has a zero, like a point of start. I would always start from the beginning, not what the other camera user, if it's a rental house that you got the tripod from, start from scratch. So you have a feeling of where the tripod wants to sit, where the camera and the weight of the camera. So you'll have a pan section, right? That controls the pan, that locks, that unlocks. If it's a fluid head, you will always have the same kind of knobs, right? So going back to 0 for me to start that. And then let's see, so the pan is very loose now because it's at 0. I have added a little bit of weight on this just because, and I'm flipping it to the other side, right? I'm at 62 here. And finding that this is the tilt or fluid head, right? I would say each tripod has a different system. Sachtler has a different system. Now it's one company, but depending on what it's working on, if it's fluid head. So now everything is loose. See where the camera wants to go, right? I have not reduced the balance because I'm already at a sweet spot on that. So now it will be, okay, it's front heavy, right? What do I need to do? If the camera is saying it's front heavy, I just need to give it a little bit of adjustments to get it somewhere safe, so you're locking it as you go. So now I have semi-balance on that, right? No pan and tilt. And then you decide how much drag or friction do I need from this, right? On my pan. I can go loose if I'm trying to move fast, or if I know I'm doing a slower adjustment, then I give it a little bit, right? And it will be the same thing you would do with your tilt. But the key lesson or key takeaway here is before you start rolling, just make sure your camera is balanced. Very important, because that gives you a smooth start, and also the fact that you are not fighting the tripod. I see a lot of operators hanging onto the tripod's weight because the camera is leaning as you're moving. But in this case, if it's balanced, all I'm doing is with a touch of a finger, if I leave it there, it will stay there. That's a good balanced camera on a tripod. But if I have to keep my hand on it 24/7 or the whole time that I'm actually working with it, then it's not balanced. I'm just overworking myself at that point. So always make sure your camera is balanced well on the tripod. That's why they have all these features. And yes, depends where you start. But when you get to a point where you're able to get a fluid head, things get easier. Your movement gets smoother. Thanks for watching.